everyone, welcome to DNA. Today is a little bit special because we are going to talk about two topics at the same time. Today our special guest is Melanie. And to be honest, when I first got to know her, I thought that it would be great to invite her to talk about what it's like to be a yoga teacher. However, after a really interesting conversation with her, I realized that she is a leading example of someone living a slash life. So today we are also going to talk about what it's like to live a slash life. Welcome, Melanie.
Hi, thank you for having me, Yuji.
Can you introduce a little bit more about yourself? Can you tell us all the variety of things you have done in the past few years?
Sure, of course. So my undergrad was major in actuarial science, direct toward actuarial science associate. Also, I had investing banking jobs. I applied my master in Boston University for finance. And then I graduated, I had an offer in finance.
And when did you start being a yoga teacher?
2012, I joined the yoga teacher training. I became a yoga teacher, but also part-time. I had a daytime job in the financial data analysis. And then by the nighttime, I worked as yoga teacher.
I think you mentioned at some point you also worked as a host for an audio show.
Yeah, audio show.
Yeah.
So and I missed that part. I forgot I did that. After 2014, I moved back to Taipei, and I had a short-time corporate job as a recent master's, right? And then somehow I feel like there's not enough for my 20s. I always hungry for some challenges in my life or something new, adventures. I need to do something more. So I started a company with my friend. Our first project was bring a new brand into Asia, like new exercise, which is this, called anti-gravity fitness.
That looks really hardcore.
Actually, it's fun. It's easier than traditional yoga.
Oh, really?
It can help. Yeah, it can help a lot of injuries, or babies, even infants can play with the anti-gravity fitness hammock. So it's very safe.
Seriously? Wow.
Yeah, it's very safe. I invested myself to be one-star instructor by that point. You know, I have to give them license to all the instructors who want to take this technique. So that's what I've been doing from 2014 to 2016. And after I moved the second project as my company. So I've been doing a baby, infant cream. Because, Asia, the pollution is very, serious. I think it's around the world. That's a big issue right now. So all the baby have a skin issue. I noticed that, and I'm trying to make a infant cream, very premium cream for them to relieve all the discomforts.
Cool, awesome, good luck. Let's go back and start with your experience as a yoga teacher first. What drove you to become a yoga teacher?
To be honest, it's just a flyer. I was in Boston, had a breakfast in Panera, and there's a flyer on my table that welcome to yoga teacher training. I took the flyer and then I joined the teacher training. That's it.
How was it being a yoga teacher?
To be honest, at first I had a part-time job as a yoga teacher. It was fun. At that time I was really enjoyed because I use yoga as a tool to making friends. It's not for living. I have a lot of charity works to teach the communities. So all the money I got, I donate to the community. But after I tried to be a full-time yoga teacher, I noticed that there's a reality works. You have to be an owner or a face for a certain yoga type. You have to be a pioneer. So every decision you made, you have to be like a business person. So you don't really have the yoga mind.
No longer calm and peaceful.
No, not really. That is very honest word to all the person who wants to open a yoga studio and everything, because the business is business. It's not like, oh, I'm doing the health business. It's different than finance. It's the same. you have brand concern. You have so many bills to pay. So I only did that for 2 years because I noticed that I didn't feel so much delightful when I'm teaching, or I feel a lot of negative emotion coming up.
I see. What do you love the most about being a yoga teacher?
Actually, the most enjoyed moment was I helped my students who recover from their injuries, or I breathe with them. That is the most beautiful moment. Yoga is a therapy for mind and then reflected to your body. So it will calm your mind first, and your body will create a very harmony, like hormone. And then it will heal your body by itself. But we're not saying that is a treatment. It's just like, gentle therapy for yourself, and then you can notice your change.
Let's talk a little bit more about all the other exciting stuff you have been doing in your life in the past few years. I have to say, at the beginning when I heard your story, I was a little bit jealous that I don't have the type of courage and the confidence to pursue all kinds of different stuff, switch from one thing to another in my life. It really takes a lot of courage to do that. You have to be comfortable to take risks, to go on a new adventure, to take on a new challenge. So tell me, what drove you to do so many different things in the past few years?
I don't know. That's my personality. My grandparents still confused what I've been doing. She was in the bank. Why she get up such a good opportunity to work? Do you know when we do financial planning, we always have first year planning, 3 years and 5 years and 10 years, right?
Yeah.
I always check myself as an Excel sheet, what I've been doing. I was trying to see what I can do for the next month. I don't want to regret. When I was in my 40s, I was like, oh, I didn't do anything when I was 20s. I just enjoyed my life, and then look back, I have nothing. We have to think, oh, maybe we won't be here tomorrow. Who knows? And then you have to grab any chances that you can learn or explore.
How did you successfully manage all those transitions? How did you pick up new things so quickly?
I didn't pick up everything so quickly. I just had a lot of interest. So I realized, I can use this interest to help others. And then those helping methods become the making money method. So,
and then go with the flow, I guess.
Yeah, go with the flow. It's really hard to say technique to pick up new skills.
So let me ask you, what is your 5-year plan at this point?
Baby cream for sure, my baby product, my product line. So I really hope I can help a lot of babies to do something towards the environment. But I also am volunteer for the Ocean 4. It's a non-profit association. Maybe helping the ocean, clean the trash.
Cool. I will check with you after 5 years how you are doing. You mentioned that the way you live your life is no regret, live in the moment. If there are anything you really want to do, just go for it. So what are the things, additional things that you still want to try in your life at some point?
I want to learn German, and then I want to learn European languages, and I want to take some computing class.
Wow, so maybe after 5 years you will become a programmer.
I don't know, try something harder, then I will see how I feel, right? If I always pick up the easy topic, it's not challenging.
I see. No wonder. Now I understood how you are living this kind of slash life. because you always want to try new things, and I have to say you're really good at time management. I can't believe you can even find time to learn coding while you are volunteering and creating your baby cream. That's so awesome. Thank you again for joining us today, Melanie. Your story really gives me some courage to pursue a slash life myself, and I hope our fans also feel the same way. Remember Melanie's advice: don't be afraid, live in the moment, and pursue whatever passion you have for your life. You won't regret. Let's do this tradition together. What it's like to be a yoga teacher and what it's like to live a slash life. DNA, get!